Welcome to our video, where we embark on an extraordinary journey through the realm of lemons, uncovering 7 miraculous ways they can benefit your liver health. Join me as we explore the depths of this citrus wonder and discover how it holds the power to transform your well-being. Imagine waking up each day with renewed vitality, knowing that a simple fruit like lemon can be your trusted companion on the path to optimal health. As we dive into the world of lemons, we'll grab your attention by revealing surprising facts about their potency in supporting liver function. You'll find yourself intrigued by the intricate mechanisms through which lemons work their magic on your body. Prepare to be filled with a deep desire to harness the benefits of lemons as we uncover their role in boosting immunity, combating aging, and enhancing overall vitality. By the end of our journey, you'll be inspired to take action, incorporating lemons into your daily routine and experiencing their miraculous effects firsthand. Get ready to embark on a transformative adventure with lemons as your guiding light. 1. Improves blood. Let's delve into the enchanting world of lemon water, where one of its magical properties lies in its ability to improve blood circulation. Picture this, a refreshing concoction brimming with phytonutrients like naringin, a special substance found in citrus fruits that gives lemons their distinct bitter taste. Now, here's where the magic unfolds. This bitterness translates into significant benefits for your blood circulation. But wait, there's more. Beyond simply enhancing blood flow, naringin packs a punch with its antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal properties. It's not just a flavor enhancer, it's a superhero in the making. What's even more fascinating is that ongoing studies are exploring naringin's potential as a treatment for Alzheimer's disease, adding an extra layer of importance to our humble lemon water. Research published in the journal Nutrients in 2019 has shown that naringin may have a positive effect on the vascular system. Imagine the impact on individuals dealing with discomforts like hemorrhoids, leg ulcers, or circulatory issues. This drink becomes a soothing elixir, a natural remedy that extends far beyond its refreshing taste. So, as we sip our lemon-infused water, let's savor not just the flavor but also the incredible benefits swirling within each drop, promising a touch of comfort and well-being. 2. Reducing fat in the liver. Let's talk about another challenge, reducing fat in the liver. It's a tough battle, but guess what? Lemon water can be your trusty sidekick in fighting against fatty liver disease. This condition occurs when your liver accumulates too much fat, but fear not, the phytonutrients in lemon are here to help combat that buildup. What's even better is that lemon water doesn't just stop there. It also works wonders for your blood flow, making it easier for your body to flush out those excess lipids. But here's the catch. While lemon water is undoubtedly beneficial, it's not a one-stop solution. It's crucial to remember that real change requires real effort. In 2017, a study published in the Journal of Evidence-Based Complementary and Alternative Medicine found that lemon balm, a main ingredient in lemons, may have benefits for liver health and liver function. This study shows that lemon oil can reduce inflammation and death of liver cells, which may contribute to the reduction of liver fat. So, alongside your daily dose of lemon water, don't forget to put in the work. Adopting a low-sugar diet and making other healthy lifestyle choices are essential pieces of the puzzle. Together, these efforts can make a real difference in reducing fat in your liver, promoting a healthier, more balanced you. Let's take on this challenge hand in hand, with lemon water by our side. 3. Weight loss. Let's dive into another incredible benefit, weight loss. Picture this, sipping on lemon water can be a delightful ally in your weight loss journey, especially when paired with a balanced diet and some physical activity. It's like a secret weapon, working its magic directly and effectively. Here's the charm: lemon has this incredible knack for balancing blood sugar levels and reducing insulin resistance. Now, why does that matter? Well, for anyone on the weight loss path, this is gold. Lowering insulin levels is the key to unlocking effective weight loss, and guess what? A small study published in the Journal of Clinical Biochemistry and Nutrition in 2014 found that lemon water may help improve insulin function and reduce hunger, which may aid weight loss. Now, don't get me wrong, lemon water won't do all the heavy lifting for you. It won't replace the need for healthy eating habits and regular exercise. But think of it as that extra boost, that little something special you add to your routine to optimize your weight loss efforts. So, as you sip your lemon-infused water, know that you're not just hydrating, you're adding a touch of magic to your journey. Let lemon be your companion, your flavorful assistant in the pursuit of your weight loss goals. Cheers to a healthier, happier you. For against aging. Let's dive into something truly captivating: the ability of lemon to slow down aging. Did you ever think that this humble fruit could hold such a secret? Well, it's true. Animal research has hinted at lemon being a powerful ally in our quest to defy aging. And guess what? There's a chance this incredible benefit might just apply to us humans too. Early findings show a small but promising increase in longevity, just 3 weeks, but it's enough to spark excitement. Imagine, by simply incorporating lemon water into your daily routine, you might be tapping into a practice that could help you live a longer, more vibrant life. It's like unlocking a hidden treasure right at your fingertips. Of course, we're still waiting for more studies to confirm these effects in humans. But the mere idea of potentially extending our lives in such a simple way is truly fascinating, don't you think? So, as you sip on your lemon-infused water, let's embrace the possibility of aging gracefully, with zest and vitality. Here's to the journey of discovering the secrets of lemon and the promise of a brighter, longer future ahead. 5. Improve the intestines. Let's delve into the magic of number 5, improving our gut health with the wonders of lemon. Now, here's a little secret: lemon is like a superhero for your gut, thanks to its abundance of vitamin C that gives your immune system a boost. But that's not all. Its antimicrobial properties take on those pesky pathogenic bacteria, ensuring your gut stays in top-notch condition. And here's where it gets interesting: the citric acid in lemon does more than add a zing to the taste. It's a gentle nudge for your stomach to produce gastric acid, making digestion a breeze and helping your body absorb those essential nutrients. Plus, the soluble fiber called pectin in the lemon peel plays the role of a prebiotic, feeding those friendly microorganisms in your intestines. Now, you might think, isn't lemon acidic? Well, yes, it is. But here's the twist: once it's done its magic in your body, lemon actually has an alkalizing effect, balancing out your intestinal pH. It's like a harmonizing act for your gut. And let's not forget the importance of staying hydrated. Lemon, with its refreshing taste, adds that extra touch, keeping your digestive mucosa healthy and preventing constipation. So, in the world of digestive health, think of lemon as your trusty sidekick, always ready to lend a helping hand. Here's to a happy and healthy gut. 6. Kidney stone treatment. Let's explore the power of number 6, battling kidney stones with the help of lemon. It's incredible how this simple fruit can pack such a punch against those pesky stones. Here's the secret: lemon is loaded with citric acid, and this magic ingredient works wonders for your urine. It boosts citrate levels, making it harder for mineral crystals to stick together and form those painful stones. Plus, citrate also teams up with calcium, reducing the chances of calcium oxalate crystals, the most common type of kidney stone, from taking shape. But wait, there's more. By sipping on lemon water regularly, you're not just quenching your thirst, you're also keeping your urine nicely diluted. And when your urine is diluted, it's like putting up a barrier against stone formation. So, imagine this: a simple habit of drinking lemon water becomes a natural shield, preventing new stones from forming. It's like having a protective cloak around your kidneys, ensuring they stay healthy and stone-free. So, let's raise a glass to lemon water, your trusted companion in the battle against kidney stones. Here's to a future free from the discomfort of kidney stone troubles. 7. Prevent cancer. Let's explore the cancer-fighting prowess of lemon. It's pretty remarkable how this unassuming fruit holds properties that might just be a key player in inhibiting cancer. Picture this: lemon is like a powerhouse of antioxidants, boasting vitamin C, flavonoids, and limonoids. These antioxidants become your body's superheroes, battling free radicals and minimizing the risk of DNA damage and those sneaky cancerous mutations. What's even more fascinating is that lemon's anti-inflammatory properties swoop in, reducing inflammation, a known factor in the development of cancer. Now, let's talk limonoids. These little warriors are capable of promoting apoptosis, essentially putting a stop to the multiplication of cancer cells. Research hints at lemon's potential to not just hinder cancer but also limit its spread and boost your immune system. It's like lemon is sending reinforcements to fortify your body against cancer. And here's the exciting part: lemon is like a detoxifying superhero too. It amps up the activity of enzymes that help eliminate carcinogens from your system. Let's dive into the world of lemons and discover some amazing ways to incorporate them into your life. Choosing the perfect lemon is like finding a little treasure, so let's pick the juiciest and most vibrant ones. In the United States, you'll commonly come across Tahiti lemons, also known as Persian limes. They're a crowd favorite, loved for their thin peel, few seeds, and a mild flavor that adds a delightful touch to recipes, drinks, and garnishes. Seeking lemons with the shiniest and smoothest peel is key. It means they're bursting with juicy goodness. Opt for ripe ones, steering clear of green, wrinkled, or hard lemons. For an extra layer of goodness, go for organic lemons to dodge any unwanted pesticides or chemicals. The Eureka lemon, another common find in the US, stands out with its thick peel and quite acidic flavor. It's a kitchen all-star, perfect for both cooking and domestic tasks like cleaning. Now, let's talk about enjoying lemons. Sipping on a glass of lemon water is a fantastic daily ritual that easily fits into your routine. A word of caution, though: while it's generally safe, excess lemon can be a bit much for some stomachs. If you notice any discomfort, a chat with your trusted health professional is a wise move. Adding lemon to tea is a classic, but here's a tip: vitamin C is sensitive to heat, so let your tea cool a bit before squeezing in that lemony goodness. And if you're into green tea, the combo of lemon and green tea is a health jackpot. It not only preserves but enhances the benefits of phytonutrients, making it a delightful and effective addition to your routine. Ever tried the dynamic duo of lemon and apple cider vinegar? This combo is a powerhouse, bringing together vitamin C, antioxidants, and probiotics to boost your immune system, aid digestion, and even assist in weight loss. A little goes a long way, though, so moderation is key. If you're up for a liver-cleansing elixir, mix 30 milliliters of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and 250 milliliters of water. Best enjoyed after dinner, it's a refreshing way to promote a healthy liver. Now, a word of caution: as incredible as lemon water is, it's essential to be mindful of potential side effects. The acidity in lemons can affect your tooth enamel, so be sure to consume it before brushing your teeth and rinse your mouth with water afterward. If you're dealing with recurring candidiasis, be cautious with citrus foods like lemon, as they might hinder your fight against fungi. And if you have gastritis, a chat with your doctor about incorporating lemon water into your routine is a smart move. Remember, your health is unique, so pay attention to how your body responds to lemon water. If you ever notice any allergies or discomfort, reach out to your trusted health professional. Thanks for joining me on this lemon-filled journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more health tips. See you in the next video.